And Cindy, it looks like we are live on Facebook. Woohoo! Hey, everybody. Kathy Goughenour here, your PJ wearing business. Oh, wait a minute. I got this. I got it double. Sorry about that. I had it. Could you hear how it was echoing? Because I had Facebook up. So sorry about that, guys. Boy, that was freaky. I'm like, is that somebody talking to me? It's always a new day on Facebook Live. So guys, it's me, Kathy Goughenour, your PJ wearing business coach and trainer for virtual assistants. And I'm here today with one of the best virtual assistants that has ever gone through my program. Her name is Cindy Winslow. And she's coming here today to talk about what it's like to work as a transaction coordinator. And I got a couple of questions to ask her. This may be something you might be interested in doing when you work at home as a virtual assistant. So Cindy, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Would you introduce yourself first?
Yes, I am Cindy Winslow. I am a real estate virtual assistant. And I've owned my business for over 4 years now.
Yeah, and do you like it? Do you like being a real estate virtual assistant?
I do like it. I like being able to work from home and set my own schedule. I was formerly a full-time real estate agent, and I had no control over my schedule then.
Yeah, you think you do as a real estate agent, but the buyers and sellers really have a lot of control, don't they?
They dictate what time you work.
Yeah, and now do you have to go out in the snow and ice in the wintertime?
No, I do not.
And Cindy, where are you coming to us from?
I am from Pittsburgh, PA.
Woohoo! And I see that you are in your beautiful office. Cindy and I work together a lot, so I get to see her beautiful office and her beautiful smile all the time. So let's jump right into talking about transaction coordination. What is transaction coordination?
A transaction coordinator will follow a closing from after the real estate agent has all the contracts signed until it actually closes with the closing attorney. And you will be responsible for taking care of steps in between, just about everything except the home inspections. I don't get involved in the home inspection process. The agent has to do all that negotiation. But you're going to do things like review the paperwork for compliance to make sure all the signatures are where they need to be, and that all the forms that need to be in the file are there. You will check any municipality requirements that the seller may have to do if your agent is representing the seller. Make sure the title company gets all the information that they need from the client, and schedule the closing, reserve a conference room for the closing. It's a whole process.
Yeah, and you have step-by-step information on how to do this process, right?
Correct.
Because when you first started talking about this, I mean, you know me, I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds so complicated. And you reassured me that it's not. It's just checking off, did I do this? Check it off, right? You want to talk a little bit about whether or not it's complicated?
It is not complicated. It is merely following a checklist, and I don't care how many times you do anything. I've probably closed 300 or 400 transactions since I've started my business, but if I don't have that checklist to follow, I will forget something. So it's really easy. There are a lot of programs out there you can use to create checklists. Your agent may have a system they want you to use, but basically the checklist is always the same. And as long as you're tracking that everything has been completed when it's supposed to be, it's a relatively simple process. There will always be issues that come up with some closings are harder than others, but usually the agent is the one who's mainly taking care of those things, and you're just reminding the agent what needs to be done.
So the title of this specialty, transaction coordination, is really, really spot on because you really are coordinating.
Right.
More than anything else.
Right. You're just like a liaison between the agents, clients, and the title company.
Yeah. So do you like coordinating? If you're listening to this and you think, hey, I like coordinating stuff, I could do this. Just know that it is, well, let's ask Cindy, how in demand is this? Are there a lot of agents looking for transaction coordinators?
Well, there's a big education movement going on in the real estate business now to hire people to help them do things and create teams so that the agent isn't doing everything themselves. I believe the latest statistic was there were over 2 million licensed real estate agents in the country. Not all of them are productive and not all of them are creating teams, but there are still quite a few opportunities out there. And I'm also starting to see a trend where real estate offices are hiring a transaction coordinator that all their agents can use. And that can be virtual as well. I just actually signed up an office.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Cindy. Yeah, that's really exciting. So just to give us an idea, how many clients do you typically have at one time doing transaction coordination for?
Well, for closings, I would say closings, not clients, because each agent can do X number of closings. I think the most I had at one time was 35 or 40.
Wow.
Per month.
Oh, per month.
And that,
okay.
Yeah, that was an unusual busy time for our area. But with the checklists, and it's not overwhelming. I wasn't working till midnight, even at that amount of closings. So.
And you make a full-time living doing that, right, Cindy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So just to give you guys an idea, if that number Cindy threw out is right, which I'm sure it's really very close, that 2 million active real estate license holders, if you have even just a 0.5% of that would be 100,000 clients. Okay. And every client does multiple closings. So if you just had 10 clients and they each did a couple of closings, a closing or two a month, that would fill your plate. So this is not like totally overwhelming. You don't have to have 100,000 clients to make a good living. You just have to have about 10 to make a full-time living. Is that right, Cindy?
That's about right.
Okay. Yeah, and I know it varies, and it varies on time of year and things like that, but just wanted to give people an idea because I know that's one of the things they always want to know about. So I have really good news for you guys, because you might be thinking, well, I'd really like to learn more about how to do this. How do I learn more about transaction coordination, and how do I learn how to do it? Well, Cindy is doing me a huge favor, and she is going to be presenting one of 10 sessions that is being put on in my 3-day live event that's coming up in April of this year. So just about a month and a week away, you could come to beautiful St. Charles, Missouri, and see Cindy live do her presentation on how to be a transaction coordinator. And one of the things she's going to talk about is if it's right for you. She's going to help you figure out if this is something you should specialize in. Right, Cindy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. In addition to Cindy, we're going to have, of course, I'll be doing 2 presentations a day. And we have many other expert VAs coming to present, and we have a mindset guru coming to present. So if you have ever thought, I would really love to just go somewhere and learn all I can in a very short period of time while having tons of fun about becoming a VA, this is your opportunity. And Cindy, you and I already did a live event together about a year and a half ago. And it was tons of fun. Is there anything in particular that stands out for you that you want to tell people about why going to a live event is so different than taking training online?
Well, it was great just to share information and brainstorm with other VAs, but to actually meet them. Um, you don't run across a VA in most of your networking groups that you go to locally. So to be able to talk to somebody who knows what you're doing and can relate to your stories and give you, I came back with tons of tips that I wouldn't have heard about otherwise.
Right. And it's 3 days of training. It's really 2.5 because you get half day on Sunday. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, April 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Now you might be wondering how you can find out what this costs and how to attend. Well, I do have a webpage for it, but I don't want you to go there yet because I have a really special webinar coming up on Wednesday. And during that webinar, I'm going to be giving away one free VIP level ticket to the event. And for everybody who doesn't win that one, there will be one person there who wins that one. So try to attend live so you can win that ticket. But for anybody who doesn't win that ticket, you're going to get a very special coupon code for a huge discount off the price. It is the biggest discount that I have given. Okay. So how do you register for that webinar? The webinar is free. It's called 5 Simple Steps to Jumpstart Your Virtual Assistant Career. And I'll put the link in the comments here, but I'm going to tell you what it is here too. It's one of those bit.ly links. So it's bit.ly/, you know that / thing, VA as in virtual assistant, VA Jumpstart. bit.ly / VA Jumpstart. Go register for that free webinar today. You're going to learn 5 simple steps to jumpstart your VA career, get a chance to win a free VIP level ticket, and get a coupon code worth literally hundreds and hundreds of dollars off. So I hope to see all of you there. Cindy, thank you so much for doing this today. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to give you a big hug in person again and hear your presentation.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys, one more thing I just forgot about. You know, we're going to have a PJ party at the live event. You know, you got to have a PJ party when you're a PJ wearing VA. So make sure to tune in to that webinar on Wednesday, 5 Simple Steps to Jumpstart Your VA Career, to hear all about all the different presenters and the PJ party and all the food and wine and fun. You don't want to miss out. FOMO, right? FOMO. The fear of missing out is real for this one. So, all right, everybody. Thank you. Bye, Cindy.
Thank you. Bye.